Old job lied to us about government-mandated PTO. My EMT job largely hired 18 to 22-year-olds who usually had this as their first ever job. They heavily emphasized that employees who are part-time get no PTO but kept the state-provided illness PTO heavily under wraps, so the majority of people had zero clue that it could be used at any time you had to call in sick. I had gotten sick many times during my time working there because it was COVID era and not once did they breathe about taking paid time off, despite there being an entire process involving HR to take time off for COVID. Granted, yes, they could have assumed I knew or whatever, but trust me when I say this place was predatory when it came to paying us minimum wage as EMTs, and not a single person that even worked there for years knew about it. On my second to last day of my 2-week notice, I discovered that there was an indication of PTO in my file which we all largely ignored since we were told we don't get any PTO. Here is how the convo went. I noticed that my file states I have unused PTO. I'm confused because we were told we don't receive PTO at all since we're part-time. HR, that's state-mandated PTO for illness. Well, since I haven't used it, will I see it in my last paycheck? HR, no, it's only for illness leave. I got COVID twice working here and had to take weeks off. Can it be used retroactively for that? HR, no, it has to be requested at the same time as when you're taking off. That would have been nice to know when I contacted HR multiple times for sick leave regarding COVID. Weird how no one thought to offer it or ask if I intended on using it. I have 2 shifts left this week that I'm willing to work, but can we figure out a way for me to receive the health PTO? HR, no, that's not possible. You will also be unable to request a recommendation letter if you call off at all during your 2-week notice due to a lack of professionalism. So in order for me to get that money I would have had to call in sick and request that I use my medical PTO at the same time? HR, yes. Okay, so I'm calling to let you know that I have to call off today and tomorrow because I am not feeling well. I would like to use my PTO. HR, well, are you really sick? If I am sick, will I get to use my medical PTO? HR, well, yes, but, then yes, I am sick. I will be using all 16 hours of my PTO health leave. I also want to make sure this is documented as an excused medical absence so I am not penalized for calling off shifts during my 2-week notice.